So this past week, I went to Chicago. I spent like 7 days with my boyfriend, okay? Which is crazy because I can't spend more than 24 hours. I take that back. 9 hours with anybody. Okay, actually, guys, what's your max amount of time that you can spend with somebody that you're pretty cool with? Like, if it's only a certain amount of hours, type the number and then type H afterwards. But if you could do like a couple days, if you're pretty laid back, like type the number and then D afterwards, okay? Some of y'all said 2 hours. So imagine my surprise when I could hang out with somebody for 7 days and like everything's fine, right? Okay, like we're good. So that was my past week. But anyways, so one thing that is fundamentally different, and I'm sharing this with you guys because, I don't know, maybe some of you are like me, and this is like super important, okay? When I was growing up, I never got, this is like sad, but like also interesting because I never thought about it. I never got hugged when I was growing up. Like when I was a kid, like my mom thought that I didn't like her for some reason because anytime she would hug me, I would just, or like touch me, I would just like, I don't know, I'm a kid. I would start yelling. I'm like, listen, bitch, I don't know why I would start screaming. Like, I don't know. And like my mom took it very personally because she's like a very nice person. And so because of that, she kind of came to the conclusion, my child doesn't want to be touched. I'm not going to touch them or anything. So I never thought too much about this. And like as an adult, I don't like hug people. I don't need a hug. Like that's not something that like makes me feel better or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like I've always been like super fine without it. But I started dating somebody that like is very like he'll like touch my leg or like he'll hug me or like do things and stuff like that. And so like I get back home today and I'm sitting around and I'm like, am I touch starved? like, what is this? What is going on? Because I came back home today and I feel like I just feel, I don't know. Wait, let me ask this. How do you guys feel about hugs or like getting hugs from friends or somebody that loves you? Does it make you uncomfortable? No ones and twos, just like talk about it. Love it. Oh, somebody said I'm not good at it. To me, the phrase I'm not good at it kind of means like you want that, but you're like, no.
Don't touch me.
I don't like hugs. I don't like touching in general. Depends on the person and the day. Often I don't like it. All right, now I will be on stream reading this article now about what is being touch starved because I need to know what's wrong with me. Maybe this is an interesting topic for those of you that are affectionate and like hugging people, but then you meet people like me that are like, what are you doing? Why are you touching me?
Would you like to be our friend?
Whoa! What the dude? Don't touch me!
What does it mean to be touch starved? This is like a whole thing. Okay. So for this stream, for the beginning here, I will be diagnosing myself. What is it? All right, it says humans are wired to be touched. I'm reading this in like BOZE brain from like a year ago that's like, I don't need anyone to hug me, don't touch me, get away from me. From birth until the day we die, our need for physical contact remains. Being touch starved, also known as skin hunger or touch deprivation, occurs when a person experiences little to no touch from other living things. I never got hugged when I was growing up. The condition seems to be more common in countries that are becoming increasingly touch adverse. Somebody literally said earlier, this is very common in Black communities. And I'm like, oh shit. Why cultures vary in their acceptance of touch, no one is sure. It may be due to the rise in technology, the fear of touch being viewed as inappropriate, or cultural factors. This is so interesting. I hate this shit. I hate when I be realizing shit 29 years into it. I thought I was fine. How do you know if you're touch starved? Feelings of depression, anxiety, we got that. Stress, whatever. Low relationship satisfaction. Difficulty sleeping. A tendency to avoid secure attachments. If you guys don't know, secure attachments are like basically healthy relationships. You may subconsciously do things to stimulate touch, such as taking long hot baths or showers, wrapping up in blankets. All right, hold on. I need to keep going. What if you don't particularly like being touched? Can you still be touch starved? Some people closely oh shit. Some people closely link touch with trust. If they don't trust a person, they're unlikely to want that person to touch them. True. And I'm gonna say this right now. I don't fucking trust anybody. I'm trying to change that. But however, actively trying to change that. This makes a lot of sense. I don't want anyone to hug me because I don't trust anybody. And it's safer. It's safer that way, right? But that doesn't mean that they don't long for the benefits of a hug or a handshake. For example, not liking touch is sometimes reported by people on the neurodiverse spectrum and people who are asexual. Very interesting. It may be a result of childhood experiences. Mom, please hug me. Please!
I want mommy, I want milk, I want to be held, I want to be comforted.
Failing to experience frequent positive touch as a child may affect the development of the oxytocin system and the child's intimacy and social skills. Although this isn't true for everyone, guess what? Might be true for me. What can you do to help satiate this desire? Try out a massage. That's expensive. Spend some quality time with animals. I don't fucking trust no animals. Get your nails done. I do that a lot. Visit the hair salon. Oh my God, I do all of this stuff. Go to a cuddle party.
Sanctioned cuddle parties like this one have been going on for about 5 years, with pajama-clad strangers hugging, stroking, spooning, and massaging to their heart's content.
Nope.
I just want to say, as my own personal disclaimer, I'm very into this article so far. Very into this. This is nice. It's thorough. They've called me out in a number of ways. I'm not into the cuddle party. And I also just want to say, for anybody watching this right now, maybe if you agreed with other things in the article, you might see that and decide to invite friends to your own cuddle party. Don't do that. I'm gonna put my foot down here. Don't do that. You could cause irreparable damage to a relationship if you invite me to a cuddle party. I will look at you differently. I will judge you. I will no longer open your messages. I will call you names. I'm just kidding. Avoid associating touch with negativity. So if you had a parent that was like, give me a hug, you have to give me a hug. Now you associate touch and that hug with loss of control of your own bodily autonomy. So that is definitely a negative form of touch. If you can't touch safely, maybe you're one of the 35.7 million Americans who live alone. Me. I am the 1%. This is like very interesting to read about because like I'm a person who is primarily connected with people online for my entire life. And I've been fine. I feel like I've been fine for sure. Like, you know, I'm good. But then, yeah, when I started hanging out with somebody that's like way more comfortable, like giving hugs and like things like that, I'm like, yo, bro, y'all gotta try hugs. Y'all gotta try this shit. This shit is mad tight. Like, I just feel like a little like baby just being wrapped up in a little blanket. Like when you hug somebody that you trust, that shit is hella tight. Just want to let y'all know that. All right. So diagnosis complete. I'm touch starved. We'll circle back. We'll circle back with you guys in a couple of weeks.